Paul's statement about the promise of receiving the Spirit should immediately remind us of what event? Pentecost, which is coming up here shortly. When the apostles were filled with the Holy Spirit and they began to speak in numerous languages. And outside of the building there is that we are told that the people from every nation under heaven witnessed and heard the apostles speaking in all of their own languages. And then in verses 9 through 11, we are given a list of all those languages and peoples that were there that day. These were directly listed by Luke to remind the reader of the table of nations in Genesis 10. And then in verse 12, the witnesses there ask, what does this mean? What it means is that God's plan to reclaim the nations and reverse the effects of Babel is now in full mode with the coming of the Spirit. And we see that the Lord was gearing up the disciples for this very task as he sent out the 70 earlier in Luke, and they reported back that even the devils were subject to them under his name. This adds more meaning now to why Paul is referred to as the apostle unto the Gentiles. And that this process, or you could say really mission, has continued on and will continue on until the end of the age with Christ's return, where in Revelation 18:2, we see that Babylon has finally fallen and that her control over the nations has been completely done away with. But before that eschatological judgment is that God keeps begging for humanity to come out of her to avoid being punished with her at that final judgment. And with this worldview in place is that while we can fully grasp what Jesus meant at his ascension when he told the apostles to, therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. The making of the disciples from all nations is Christ's commission to the apostles, and by extension to us, to share the gospel, because it's the means by which we get to participate in God's plan of saving the lost and putting all the nations back under his control.
Reminder, hit the subscribe button below, turn on the notification bell, hit the like button, and leave a comment. And don't forget to visit us at justscripture.org. And in the meantime, stay salty.